anything you want. All you have to do is say the word.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Bob Schieffer in Dallas. Good day. It was 50 years ago today, at about this hour, that John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, was assassinated here. Thousands of people have come here to Dealey Plaza on a very cold and rainy day to mark the anniversary that President Kennedy was shot as his motorcade entered this plaza by a gunman firing from that brick building just behind me, known back then as the Texas School Book Depository. The gunman, later identified as Lee Harvey Oswald. The anniversary is also being marked at Arlington National Cemetery. Visitors there have been stopping at the Kennedy gravesite all day. At the White House today, President Obama ordered the flag flown at half-staff in honor of his predecessor. The flags here are all at half-staff as well. As part of this commemoration here, there's going to be a moment of silence to mark the moment the fatal shots were fired. The Warren Commission says that was 12:30 Central Time. The mayor of Dallas, Mike Rawlings, is now speaking. In a moment, he is going to read the words that have been inscribed on a plaque here, and those words will be the last page of the address that John Kennedy was to deliver here that day at the Dallas Trademark. Of course, he was never able to deliver those remarks. Let's go now and listen to just a bit of what the mayor is saying and hear him read those words.
It was granted to us the chance to learn how to face the future when it's the darkest and the most uncertain, how to hold high the torch even when the flame flickers and threatens to go out. As the people of Dallas did then, each of us will meet our oncoming challenges head-on with courage, honoring, but not living in the past, and never, never flinching from the truth. We will meet the future with the same vigor, optimism, and unfailing sense of duty that our young president embodied. President Kennedy brought us that message in his pocket down that street on November 22nd, 1963. That message was to be delivered a few miles away in a speech to Dallas leaders following his parade. It was a speech he never got to make. But those unspoken words resonate far beyond the life of the man. To commemorate that day and those words, we are unveiling a memorial right here in this historic plaza. It is inscribed with the last lines of his undelivered speech and will serve as a reminder and a permanent monument to President Kennedy's memory. I leave you with those resonant words. We in this country, in this generation, are by destiny rather than choice the watchmen on the walls of world freedom. We ask, therefore, that we may be worthy of our power and our responsibility, that we may exercise our strength with wisdom and restraint, and that we may achieve in our time and for all time the ancient vision of peace on earth, goodwill toward men. That must always be our goal, and the righteousness of our cause must always underlie our strength. For as was written long ago, except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in a moment of silence in honor of the life of John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
And so Dallas marks one of the darkest days in American history. A day, an incident, an event that could have happened in any city in America, but one that happened here, and one that Dallas will live with forever. We'll have more on all our CBS News programs about the commemoration of President Kennedy's assassination. Check your local news on this CBS station, and tonight on the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley. Scott will be reporting from right here in Dallas. And a special note, our website is streaming our CBS News assassination coverage from 1963 right now and through the weekend. You can see it moment to moment as it happened at cbsnews.com. And this Sunday on Face the Nation, my special guest will be the Secret Service agent who tried heroically to save President Kennedy's life, Clint Hill. Till then, I'm Bob Schieffer, CBS News in Dallas. Good night.
For news 24 hours a day, go to cbsnews.com.
At 11 o'clock at WKEF, the new 22.